Y'all, I have been lying to myself.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck.
I am getting my morning started after my kiddos went to school. They get on the bus early in the morning, and once they're on the bus, I have a little bit of time in between before my toddler gets up to edit or get things done. This morning, I'm going to relax under my new heated blanket by Jar 2, and I love this heated blanket. I love the long cord. It is the perfect size to cuddle up on the couch, and it also fits my toddler underneath it, so he's going to come in here in just a little bit and we're going to snuggle underneath it. But it is buttery, soft, and smooth with 6 different heat adjustment levels, all the way from low to high, from temperatures from 95 degrees all the way up to 131 degrees. And I love that it comes with the convenience of a remote, so that you don't have to bend down to the bottom of the blanket to push the button every time you want to adjust your blanket. And we recently got a kitten a couple of months ago, and so we are worried about cords and trying to keep those away from her so she doesn't chew on them. But this blanket, you don't have to worry about it. It has material that incorporates a blend of metal wires to provide enhanced strength and superior resistance to pet chewing. And I love that this blanket has an anti-static measure and also an overheat guard. I love the size of this blanket because I can use it in the bed on those cold winter nights. I can bring it to the couch with me and snuggle up with my toddler, and I can also use it while I'm working at my desk to cover up with in my chair. So I love how versatile this blanket is and how I can just bring it around with me. But if y'all are interested in the Jar 2 heated blanket, I will have it linked down below in my description box. And this is the perfect addition to our home. It's been so nice to snuggle up with my toddler in the mornings and just get warm and cozy. So thank you, Jar 2, so much for sending over one of these amazing quality heated blankets to keep us warm and cozy on those chilly mornings and those chilly nights.
Halfway hard, send a little love, I'll make it back.
So I'm going to go ahead and do my meal plan for the week. I like to do this on Mondays. I know a lot of people do Sunday resets, but weekends are so busy for us. I cannot keep up on the weekends, so I like to do my home resets, my meal plans, and all that on Mondays after my kiddos go back to school. My husband is at work, and it's just me and my toddler at home, so I can actually think straight and have time to get things done. So this is my meal plan for the week if y'all want to see it. For the 21st to the 27th, Monday, spaghetti and toast. We were going to do salad, but we've been having the salad and there's not much left, so it's just spaghetti and toast tonight. Tuesday, sheet pan chicken, bell pepper, and rice. I just cook all of that in the oven with some seasonings. Wednesday, meatloaf and mashed potatoes. And then Thursday is going to be Brunswick stew and toast. Friday, we have game night. My oldest is in the marching band, so we have a high school football game. She's in middle school, but she plays with the high school marching band, so it's a lot of fun. But I'm going to do chicken Alfredo and shrimp, and I'll just cook that earlier so it's kind of ready when they get home from school, so no one's hungry at the game and we don't risk having to buy a bunch of hamburgers, hot dogs, and stuff at the game. We do buy snacks, but we want to do dinner at home. Saturday, it says hay day. We have a Halloween hay day we go to every year. They've got trick-or-treating in the campground, a hay ride, and fun and games. They win candy prizes. Sunday, we are going to Six Flags, and we usually eat dinner there. So that's what our meal plan is looking like for this week. Hey my friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Marie if you are new here, and in today's video I've got some homemaking to share with y'all if y'all are needing some motivation to get things done around your house. I love to create motivational content here on my channel, cleaning, organizing, mom life motivation, homemaking. It just brings my heart so much joy to know that I can motivate and inspire other mamas to get up and get some things done on those hard days when our house is a wreck and we have zero motivation. Trust me, I'm there often and I have to turn to YouTube and watch my YouTube mama friends to get myself going for the day, which that's what I did this morning. I made myself a steamy hot cup of coffee after my kids got on the bus at 7 a.m. this morning. I sat down and turned on some YouTube. I watched a couple of videos to get motivated, to get myself going, and here I am. I put on some fall makeup. I wanted to show y'all my fall makeup. It is all drugstore. This is the NYX lingerie in the color Turn On, and I've been wearing this color for like 2 or 3 years, maybe longer, but I love this color. I just get it at Walmart, and I just love to put on the darker colors, especially for fall, the darker eyeshadow. In summer I wear very light makeup to no makeup, but in the fall and in the winter time I just really like my makeup. I have so much to get done today, so let's go ahead and get started. My cat is knocking stuff over off of my husband's desk. I have some stuff piled up on his desk where I was just kind of moving stuff out of the way, taking stuff out of the living room and bringing it back in here and trying to get things put away. And I did a little bit of cleaning this morning, but I still have a lot to do, so hopefully y'all are needing some motivation today, and let's get started. So off camera I have already cleaned up my desk. As you can see, it is cleaned off. It was a nightmare. I couldn't even sit down over here to edit anything, to get anything done. And then when you look over here on my husband's side of the room, my husband's little corner over here, he's got stuff all over his desk, and that's not his fault, that's my fault, where I was cleaning up and I just kind of come in here and stick stuff on the desk that needs to be put away. So I've got to take care of that. I've got some laundry on the bed and just stuff, y'all, everywhere. And here in just a minute we're about to take this four-wheeler outside and let Jackson ride on it. It is charging in here in my room. But how stinking cute is this little toddler four-wheeler? We are about to see in action here shortly. But y'all, I have so much to do, it's overwhelming. If y'all are not following me on Instagram, I recently shared some shackets and easy outfit ideas, and this is one of them. You can literally just throw on a comfy t-shirt or a comfy tank and some leggings and just throw on a cute shacket over top, and it really dresses up your outfit. So if you're a busy mama like me and you don't really have a ton of time to throw together outfits, this is what I do. It is my go-to when I'm busy, when I don't really know what to wear, when I don't really have time to throw together an outfit. I'm just wearing a black tank top, my comfy black leggings, and a shacket. It's comfy and it's cute. You can also take this off and tie it around your waist, and that also dresses up your leggings and your t-shirt, or your leggings and your tank. So that's just a really easy outfit idea for those busy mamas like me. And I love the quality of this one. I will link it below for y'all. It is from Amazon and I got it this year, but it is my favorite, latest fall shacket. Y'all, I got Luna these little mice the other day from Walmart. It came in a little 3-pack. I think one has catnip in it, but she loves it. Watch her. So on Friday night, all day Saturday and all day Sunday, we were busy as a family. We were running around doing so much. Also, the past week was fall break for my kids, so they were all home. So I have really lost track of my home. Everything is just out of control, pure chaos. So it was giving me a headache, and I really wanted to get this done. If your house is feeling out of control, I hope I can motivate and inspire you to get up and get it done. But I'm going to go ahead and start with making up my bed. I had just changed the sheets over the weekend, so we did have some fresh sheets on there. And my foot bench was really out of control. It was overflowing, and I had purchased some of these Amazon bags a while back, and I have not used them. I used one of them one time, but I really need to find the time to use these. So I want to take my bedding sets, like the sheets and pillowcases and the throw blanket sets, and put them in these vacuum seal bags. They came in different sizes. There's large and small and medium sizes. I can link these below if y'all are interested in them, if y'all want to save some space with your comforters, your blankets, or whatever you need it for. Even some clothes if you want to throw your summer clothes in there for the winter. And we are a home with a limited space. As my regulars know, we don't have linen closets, coat closets, so saving space is a big deal for us. And practicing organization, y'all, is a good way to be a good homemaker. So here is just a few tips of how I try to be a good homemaker. Budgeting, creating a budget for your family's finances to understand where your money is going and how much you can afford to spend. You can write this down in a notebook every month, and that can really help you to keep track of everything and see what you can spend. Implementing routines. Routines can be comforting and rewarding, such as making coffee in the morning or taking breaks to clean your house. And routines really help my family, especially my kids. They know what's to come. They know what's to be expected. They know what to do. They know when it's time to clean up, when it's time to brush our teeth, when it's time to take our baths. And overall, routines make life easier as a mama because your kids already know. Staying organized, keeping an organized home so that everybody knows where everything is. I make sure everybody knows where the extra toilet paper is, where the extra cleaning supplies are, where the extra ketchup is. I just make sure that everybody knows where everything is. I keep it organized and try to keep everything stocked as best as I can. You can make your own cleaning supplies with natural homemade cleaning products to save money, and it's also safer for the environment and your health. A lot of times I will make cleaning supplies out of white vinegar and water, and you can use essential oils. There are all kind of ways to make your own cleaning supplies. You can mop with white vinegar. I do choose to use the Mr. Clean just because I love that stuff to mop with, and the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner, but I also do sometimes make my own cleaners, especially when we're running low on money. I'll just make it myself at home. So definitely finding ways to save money for your family. If you could go to Goodwill and get your clothes cheaper, which we do that often, or we will find websites that has good prices on clothes like Pat. I know we love to use Pat for the kids' clothes, and it's okay to splurge sometimes and shop on Amazon or whatever you want to do. It's your money, girl. Do what you want to do with your own money. But there is endless ways that you can save money for your family. You can coupon, you can save money in an envelope at home, start a savings account for yourself. And my biggest tip about saving money is save that money, girl, for a rainy day. Make sure you have some kind of money saved somewhere for that rainy day when things are not going your way. For instance, if we're being vulnerable here, my husband has been laid off before. His job will often lay off, and he just gets unemployment for that week or two until he can go back to work. And currently right now he is only working Monday through Thursday, so he's only working 4 days a week, and so that's kind of putting a damper on our family and our bills and kind of hurting. So he's very thankful and grateful for my YouTube channel and that I am also bringing in some money to help with our family. But you want to make sure you have that money for that rainy day, girl. You never know when that tire is going to go flat. You never know when something's going to happen and you're going to need that money, and you want to make sure you have some cushion. And while all of this can be so much as not only a stay-at-home mom, but a working stay-at-home mom, I try to get it all done as best as I can. It can be exhausting a lot of days, especially on days where I film and I edit videos, and I'm also doing all the things around the house. I go to bed so exhausted. Some nights I can barely keep my eyes open while I'm getting my kids ready for bed, and then once I fall asleep, it's like 1 second and I feel like my alarm's going off and I'm up to do it again the next day. Implementing routines, cooking, laundry, maintenance cleaning routines, meal planning, buying groceries, budgeting, organizing the finances, tidying the house, being creative for the kids, disciplining the kids, minute declutters, which means, sporadic declutters when I'm just in the bathroom and I'm doing my makeup and I'm like, I'm going to declutter through my makeup real quick. That's just like a sporadic declutter that I do sometimes. Professional organizing. You can really better your organization skills around your house by looking on Pinterest, getting ideas from other creators on YouTube, and Cleaning as you go. I try to clean as I go, especially when I'm cooking. When I'm using stuff, I try to put it back almost as soon as I'm done using it, trying to throw trash away as I use it. And a big homemaker tip is get yourself dressed. You don't have to doll up, girl, but just throw on some jogging pants and a sweatshirt. Do not stay in your pajamas all day, and I promise you'll feel a little bit more motivated if you get yourself up and get yourself pulled together. And the biggest and best homemaker tip that I can share is children come before the housework. If your baby wants your attention and he's talking to you and he wants to play or he wants to color, girl, he comes before those dishes. So make sure you're keeping that in the front of your mind, that your baby, your kids come before the house chores.
You're there with me. Your grace alone can set me free. It knows no end. It covers me and is my defense. When I am weak, you're strong for me. Your grace alone can set me free.
So when it comes to having a toddler or a baby at home, you have to make time for them to take them outside. So we're taking a pause on getting stuff done around the house to get some fresh air, go outside and play with our new four-wheeler. Jackson loves this little toddler four-wheeler. I think it is the cutest thing ever. It's by the brand Funsid, and we have a couple of cars by them, and the kids absolutely love them. This little four-wheeler goes forward, backwards, high speed, low speed. It's really easy to work with. You can also connect your music to it. And these cars work on all terrain too. They go over our gravel driveway, the grass, the hills we have with no problem.
Your grace extends and offers light that never ends.
So, interruptions with housework and getting stuff done. I am taking my toddler outside to get some fresh air and play outside for a little bit. And I guess that's good for my mental health and for me too, to come outside and just relax and get some sunshine and fresh air and some wind in my hair. So he is riding his four-wheeler out here for a little while until my other kids get off the bus. We're gonna walk to the end of my driveway and get them off the bus here in just a little bit. But his little four-wheeler is so cute. If y'all are interested in it, it will be down below my description box, so y'all can click that link. I love little ride-on cars. We have a few of them for the kids, but I think the four-wheeler has got to be my favorite.
Your grace alone can comfort me. Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace, there is no love. Wherever I go, you go with me. Your grace alone can rescue me. Your grace alone can save me.
One of my favorite qualities about our home is our long driveway. I just love the trees and all the flowers and just the nature around us. So whenever they got off the bus today, Arabella and I found these flowers. So we went ahead and picked those. And my husband calls these kind of flowers weeds. He says these are the kind that you just run over with the lawnmower. They're not like roses or something special, but we think they are so dainty. They are so pretty. So I just added some water to this little pitcher, and we're gonna pop those in there. And Arabella actually went out there and picked a few more that we stuck in here, so we're gonna put those in the window, and I think they are so cute. Also, our cat Luna loves when I bring in fresh flowers from outside, if I pick them from the yard or the store, because it's a little bit of nature for her. She is a house cat, so I don't let her go outside too much. I do let her come out on the porch, and I have a little kitty harness leash for her, but I don't want her to get out. We have lots of dogs and coyotes and stuff in the yard, and it just scares me. So let's go ahead and take care of these dishes. These are actually left over from last night over the weekend. We got home really late because we went to Six Flags, and we get home pretty late when we go to Six Flags. So we've got our Six Flags cups in the sink that I need to wash, as well as all the other dishes, which brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about today: staying at home is a job. Going to work as a mama is a job. Going to work and coming home to be a housewife after a long day of work is a job. When you stay at home as a mama, you're not just staying at home relaxing and sitting on the couch while other mamas are at work. You're at home working, being a homemaker, while other mamas can go to work and then come home and still have to do the chores. The only difference to me is when the family is not at home, there's no messes being made. So as the mother and the father go to work, the children go to school or childcare, no one's at home making messes, versus when I'm at home with the kids, with my toddler, and he's spilling juice on the floor and getting crumbs everywhere. There's constantly cleaning around the house, so it overall becomes a job. There's laundry piled up that you've got to do, whether you're a working mom or a stay-at-home mom. So when you come home from work, you've still got to manage your laundry and clean the house and clean the bathtubs and clean the toilets. And some people, it's very controversy, but some people will look at it as, well, stay-at-home moms have plenty of time to stay at home and do all of that versus going to work and having a job and then coming home and still having to do all of that, which I completely understand the point, because I have been a new mom, a single mom, a working mom, and a stay-at-home mom. So I understand the differences with all of it. I have went to work, had to find childcare for my kid, then had to come home from work and still had to do our laundry and our dishes and mop and clean our bathtubs and take care of the house. Versus if you're a stay-at-home mom, you do have a lot more time to do that around the house, but also there's more messes being made because you are at home. You are cooking and cleaning and eating and taking care of your children, and you do have more time when you are a homemaker or you're a stay-at-home mom to get things done versus when you have to go to work and come home to get it done. But that makes it no less a job when you are a stay-at-home mama. You do have more time around the house to get things done, but there is always something to do. I do not sit down very often throughout the day with my toddler being home, and between being a working mom, I'm always filming a video, editing a video, taking care of my toddler, and before I know it, my other kids are getting home from school, then they're needing a snack, then it's time to cook dinner, and then it's time to do bath time. And my bathrooms, y'all, especially the kids' bathroom, gets so messy. I don't know what it is, but it stays so messy and so dirty no matter how hard I try to keep it clean. Unless I go in there and I deep clean it every single day, y'all, it's going to be messy. Every time I open the door, the kids' clothes are in the floor. There's toothpaste splattered all over the sink and on the mirror. The toilet's dirty. And so I just keep some Clorox or Lysol wipes in there so that after my kids go to bed, I can go in there and just easily grab some Clorox or Lysol wipes and just wipe down their sink and their toilet real quick and pick up those clothes off the floor, which they are pretty good with putting their clothes in the hamper, but sometimes, y'all, we're all human. Sometimes we don't. Even me and my husband sometimes will have clothes or socks in the floor. So you can't be too hard on your kids for making messes. We are all human. But I just want you to feel validated if you are a stay-at-home mom and you've ever had someone tell you that you don't do anything all day, because girl, I know exactly how hard it is to go to work, to have kids and try to find childcare for them and try to pick them up and then come home and do a million things once you get home, versus being a stay-at-home mom and taking care of the babies all day. It can be very isolating. It can be very lonely, and you don't really have anyone to help you. It's just you, your kids, you and the housework, you and the chores. I know the difference, and I know that both are hardworking moms. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, a work-from-home mom, no matter what you do, being a mama is hard. House chores, they take a lot of energy. Working takes a lot of energy. It all takes a lot of energy, especially the children. They will suck and drain the energy out of you. I need some of their energy. Sometimes I am laid out on the couch feeling like I cannot move, and my kids are still running full blast through the house with so much energy. So if nobody has told you today, girl, you're doing a good job. You are a good mom. You are doing an excellent job trying to keep it all together, trying to keep the house together, trying to do your best to be a good mom, to not lose your patience, to not lose your cool, and to just gather yourself and get it all done every single day. You show up, you go girl, you're showing up every day for your family, for your kids, for your husband. You got this, we got this, and we can get it all done together.
I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm befriended.
I'm not doing anything super special for dinner. We have spaghetti at least once a week in my family. So tonight is spaghetti night, so we're going to throw that together. And I also wanted to talk about something else. I've got a few topics in today's video that I want to get through. So this is something that I always thought was crazy and I never really understood it. And if you are on the same boat, then maybe I can help you understand it a little bit better. Submitting to your husband. You've probably heard this before, submission to your husband, and you probably may be confused about what exactly that means, like I was. But ever since I've learned what submitting to your husband really meant, the real meaning of it, what it truly means to submit to your husband, it's really made me have a different point of view in my marriage and be more gentler in my marriage and with myself. So submission looks like respecting your husband's point of view. It means humbly sharing your opinion with him. It means not invalidating him, especially in front of others. It means trusting his decision as a leader while feeling empowered to give your own point of view too. So submitting to your husband does not mean you're going to sit back and let him make all the rules and be in charge and be on top of everything. It means that you are just respecting him and his point of view, and you're also allowed to humbly share your thoughts and your views on things while giving your opinions, but doing it so in a humbly respectful way. And if your husband disagrees, to not get mad and engage in an argument from a disagreement, but just to kind of say, okay, and move on with your day. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to have different views, points of views, and different opinions. Even your husband and yourself, you are not going to agree 100% on everything. So submitting to your husband is just a respectful, humble way of just going with the flow of his thoughts and his opinions, and just kind of, coming to an agreement and not necessarily making him feel like he's invalid because you feel like you're right. Biblical submission in marriage is a wife making a choice not to overly resist her husband's will. That is not to say that she cannot disagree with him or that she cannot express her opinion. Indeed, a wife who practices submission is by definition a woman with the strength of character. You are not alone in wondering how to interpret biblical submission in marriage when the Bible says, wives, submit to your husband. It's a touchy subject, not least because it's often misunderstood, but I have noticed that there's been a lot less disagreements and arguments ever since I have started just saying okay and accepting his thoughts and his opinions rather than trying to argue about it. It's really pointless because there's no sense in arguing about stuff if you both don't agree on something. If you both have different points of views, you are both going to think you're right, and that's not going to end well. We have been together since 2011 and we got married in 2016, so we have come a really long way. Our relationship has never been as good as it is today, and I know that it's because of the changes that I've made in my marriage to be more submissive as a wife and just to be more understanding. And all of this also comes along with maturity, how mature you are the older you get, because when my husband and I first got together, I was 19. I had just turned 19 and he was 21, and now I am 32 and he is 34. So we have come a long way in our relationship, and one thing that I always say is it's till death do us part, not until you get tired of me. So if you get tired of me, go take a nap. I don't know what to tell you. Go take a nap. So that is one thing that we both have in mind, that we both agree on, is that divorce is not an option, that we are going to work through everything. We are going to be faithful and try to be understanding and gentle in our marriage, and it's really, really helped us. And I hope that maybe some of this advice or something that I've said today can help somebody else in their own marriage.
I know I only have myself to blame for drinking way too much. I guess I got caught up. Can someone make this headache go away? We were dancing in the dark with a feeling for days.
Y'all, I have been lying to myself. So I just laid down my 2-year-old for some nap, quiet time. He has been restless and just so tired this morning. A lot of times I'm thinking to myself, this is too hard for me. All of this is just too much for me. I'm overwhelmed. It's too much chaos for one person. At the end of the day, it's really not. Girl, you got this. It's gonna be hard, it is, but it's not too much for us to handle. And so that's one of the things I feel like I lie to myself about. I tell myself it's too hard, this is too much. I just want to go sit down in a corner in my house and cry sometimes because I feel like it's too much. And I wanted to share this with y'all because one of the biggest things that y'all have told me is y'all love how real I am, how I share real life things, and I feel like I have held back on that a lot. And let me tell you why. Because social media will make you think that you need to be a certain way, especially if you're on YouTube. It's going to make you think that you need to be like the other YouTubers, that you need to come off as you're perfect and you need to portray this perfect life and these perfect kids, and in reality that's not the truth. These people that portray their life to be perfect are only showing you what they want you to see. Their life is not perfect. They have bad days. Being on YouTube, being a content creator, sharing anything about my life is very hard sometimes when you know that people are going to judge you and judge the things that you do and judge the way that your kids are acting and so on and so forth. And so one of the ways that I have definitely been lying to myself is I need to come on here and act perfect and make y'all think that, you know, everything's good over here. My kids are just perfect and the cat's playing with something. Hold on. Another way that I think that I am lying to myself is when I get so sucked up in social media that will do this, that will do it to you. When you think that 20 likes is not enough, 20 views is not enough, 100 views is not enough, 300 views is not enough, and the more views you get, the more likes you continue to get because, you know, you are gaining followers and subscribers. In your head, in the back of your head, it's telling you that's not enough. I seen something the other day that said something about what if 20 people came up to you and told you you were doing a good job and you were beautiful, and that's like the equivalent of what if you only got 20 views on a YouTube video. That's still 20 people, and those 20 people matter. So it really made me take a step back that I really needed to just breathe and be like, hold up, wait a minute. The ones that come and show up and watch your video or like your video or like your Instagram post, those are the only ones that matter. And it's really hard to not be consumed about social media and just be eat up with, oh, I need more, I need more, I need more. That is something that I've been working on, is just taking a step back. The ones that are here for me, the ones who are rooting me on, telling me good job, telling me I'm a good mama, those are the ones who matter. So I know that that was just a really big random long rant, but I hope that maybe someone can take something from this and it could have helped you in some type of way. So I'm back over here at my desk and I wanted to read something to y'all out of my women's study Bible. I love this Bible, and this is in Samuel 2:26, failure to meet needs, the dysfunctional family. And this kind of goes along with what I was talking about earlier about how a lot of influencers will portray their life to be perfect, and you wonder why you can't be perfect and why your kids are so imperfect and their kids are perfect, and it's just because they are only showing you what they want you to see. So I just wanted to read a little bit from this passage, failure to meet needs. In a fallen world, there is no such thing as a perfect family. Children have many needs: physical needs, food, shelter, and clothing; emotional needs, love, acceptance, and affirmation; intellectual needs, the opportunity to learn daily living skills and to develop intellectually; and spiritual needs, guidance in how to know God personally and to mature in that relationship. A dysfunctional family is one that is consistently inadequate in meeting some or all of these needs. Notable dysfunctional families in the Bible include those of Isaac. Dysfunctional families have common patterns. They do not talk, keeping the family secrets. They do not see, ignoring inappropriate behavior, as well as altered perceptions of reality. They do not feel, disregarding legitimate emotions. They do not trust, living in isolation and fearing more broken promises. The children strive desperately to be perfect, trying to meet all parental expectations. The good news is that the Lord desires to be the repairer of the breach for families in which children have been maligned or afflicted. So I just wanted to read that because I just feel like it went along with the imperfection of families, and I'm not saying that we are a dysfunctional family, but I'm also not saying that we're perfect. There are things that I feel like I want to work on with my family and with my children, as I'm sure you do. I just want you to set a goal today, something that you can work on to be a better mother, to be a better homemaker, to what you can do to better your family, to make your kids' lives a little bit better. Not saying that they don't have a good life, not saying that you're doing a bad job, just what can we do as mothers, as homemakers, as women, as wives, to make our homes a better environment for our children, for a better environment for when our husband comes home from work. What are some things that you could do to maybe create a happier family, a happier life, a happier atmosphere, or just something that you can do differently or better? Because I know that we all have something that we can work on in our families that will just help us. So you can say it in your head or you can write it down and make it a goal. But I'm a goal setting kind of girly, and I like to set goals. I have so much stress and anxiety, and once it builds up, you feel like you just want to explode on the littlest, tiniest thing. So when I feel that way, I breathe in and I will walk outside or in my bedroom and close the door, and I will take a few breaths. And then I will go back and assess the situation. And that's just something that's been helping me. With 4 children, they bicker, they fight, but they also love each other and they play so good together. They're best friends one second, and the next second they are fighting like they're wrestlers or something. So if you've got multiple kiddos, especially close in age, I'm sure that you can understand. But I have a teenager all the way down to a 2-year-old. So sometimes we don't all get along over here, and that's just one thing that I'm just trying to work on, is walking away to assess myself, to come back and handle the situation in a better way than I would if I just handled it right then. Definitely make yourself a goal on something that you can do to better yourself, to better your family, to better something in your house, in your environment, with your children, with your husband. I just wanted to share that with y'all. It was just on my heart. That's pretty much going to be the end of today's video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all coming back every single week and watching my videos. Love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in my next one.
Go around the house. Go around.
Yeah, just give me one more chance, I swear I'll try.